Yo, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are living right. Welcome back to the channel. If you're around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, it's pretty late at night. I think no, it's actually not night. It's morning. It's 02. This is around 02. So I thought of making this video since I usually sleep at 3 to 4. Anyway, this is going to be a quick one, just a quick recap for the guys that have been following the channel. And I've been speaking about cryptocurrency for the past few, maybe weeks. I would speculate because the bull run started last year. The bull run started last year in November, and I've been speaking about cryptocurrency since. Um, Recently, this was this morning actually, we experienced quite a huge fall. We experienced quite a huge fall that happened with Bitcoin and obviously other altcoins. Just as I said some time back in a previous video, I had mentioned that whatever is happening to the mother of all cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin, affects other altcoins. So as you guys can see on the charts, for example, this is Bitcoin. You guys obviously saw this this large red line from let me see. Let me just do this. From right here to down here, it literally hit $40,000, all the way from $48,000 to $40,000. This happened in the space of 10 minutes, literally almost 10 minutes or less. This happened, and I was trading live, and I was looking at this live. So when this was happening, the same thing was happening for Ethereum, USD, sorry, and then the same thing was happening for XRP, as you guys can see. The same thing was happening for Solana, and the same thing was happening for Litecoin. Now, as you guys know, just as I mentioned once again, whatever is happening to the mother of all cryptocurrencies affects the other altcoins. So Bitcoin was falling at this point, and I was noticing a lot of people panicking in the market. But personally, I was not panicking because I did not really understand why it was falling until I tried to do my research. So let me just drive you guys up to speed so I don't make this video too long, because this is just about the analysis of what happened today and what we could expect in the next few days. So as everybody knows, Bitcoin's ETF is something that is underway to get approval, but has not yet been approved. So the deadline of its approval might be around 10th of January, I think. So right now, SEC basically meets exchanges for final talks. People are talking, and these are basically the final talks because the deadline of it either being approved or being denied is actually on the 10th of January, which is basically just next week. So what could happen? What happens? Supposing the Bitcoin is denied, what happens? Well, my personal speculation, or rather my personal analysis, if you ask me, what's going to happen is Bitcoin is going to start dropping. It's going to drop. It's not going to crash. When you say a coin is going to crash, then it means it's going to crash up to zero. Personally, at this point, I don't think it can hit zero. But what it can hit is, let me just bring it back here. In my own personal analysis, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is my own personal analysis. If Bitcoin gets denied, if at all Bitcoin gets denied, we might see a low up to probably, and I'm using MetaTrader, guys. I'm using MetaTrader. Sometimes it's a little bit cumbersome, but yeah, I'm using MetaTrader. So there, and then let's see. I think the target might be just below $35,000. A little below $35,000 might be the first target that it hits when it starts crashing. And then if it crosses below $34,000, it might hit even up to $16,000. Yes, it might hit even up to $16,000, and I feel that is as further below as it can go before it starts to pull back up. As we all know, this is just a cycle that happens through in and throughout. But this ETF is going to determine whether this is the end of the cycle, or maybe this is something we can see again in the future. So that's what's going to happen supposing Bitcoin gets denied, or rather the ETF, cryptocurrency ETF gets denied. But then if it's approved, what happens is basically the opposite. If Bitcoin's ETF gets approval and is approved, dang, it's going to be a crazy money bath. And right now, on again my own personal analysis, I have noticed that even as it tried to, to crash, or rather to fall as it did today in the morning, it still tried to gain traction and started reversing immediately. And now it's up around, it's basically stuck around $42,000 to $43,000. In between that, it's playing around that area, it's consolidating around that area. So if you ask me, there is still a lot of strong buying power from, the market. And as far as I'm concerned, I am still bullish. And if we continue falling, and if we continue, if Bitcoin continues dropping, I'm just gonna place more entries. But of course, right now I'm in a little loss, of course. But then this basically means that it is an opportunity for me to get more entries in as we, reverse down below, if we're going to reverse down below. So for me, it's still a win-win, and I'm still very, very much in my bull run and in my bull phase. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the little analysis for today. Please keep your eyes open, keep your ears open too, for the, ETF. The time zones on this planet are all different. So maybe you guys might even get information quicker than, okay, actually no, we're going to get information the same time, because we're all going to be up. It doesn't matter what time it's going to be in whatever country you're in. But once that ETF is either approved or denied, trust me, you need to know immediately that is done, so you can know exactly, how you're going to benefit from all this run. Because once it's approved, we might be seeing Bitcoin hitting over $70,000. I know its autumn high has been around $71,000. But this time around, it will cross over even before we hit the next month, which is February. Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button for more updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.